get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Bradford on 2nd down. Powering his way forward. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw, Bradford. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Now Hundley. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Bradford on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Hey, you gotta hurry,
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Bradford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and short yardage. Bradford. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's pulled in at the 32. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there. And the give is to Bell, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Bradford, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down, Bradford. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Bradford getting his guys ready. From the gun, Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Bradford stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Operating from the gun, Bradford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darkwa. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Raven. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. Forced out to his left. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And McDonald here over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Here's Bradford. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Ohio!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Bradford on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Bradford. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start out here with the option left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Now Hundley. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll go again with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Boswell's kick is good. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They're going to look to throw. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a first down. Hundley now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Brought in left side by Snead. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He gets it to Humphries. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Darquan. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing, Hundley. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run with Darquan. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, what a job there. 4th down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it with Bell. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the run, Darkwan. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go for this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Baltimore, they move Patriots.